Howdy Planet Coaster 2 friends, today we're designing a brand new roller coaster, complete with an on-ride photo spot with an iconic exit through the gift shop experience. I'm Gemma and welcome back to our 50x50 Wild West Park in Planet Coaster 2. This is episode 6 of our 12-part series where we're building a fully detailed Wild West world, one ride at a time. So let's dive in. Okay, so we start this episode off by building the station for our roller coaster, and this building was inspired heavily by The Last of Us. So at the time of me actually building this, I was watching The Last of Us season 2, which I thought personally was really good. I love The Last of Us. I think it's a great franchise and it's a great game. Have I played it? I tried. It's a little bit too scary for me. As much as I do love zombies, and it's a little bit too realistic. Also, I am very, very bad at FPS games, first-person shooters. Not necessarily saying that The Last of Us is an FPS. It's a fantastic story. But yeah, I took inspiration from the series, and I kind of went through this like really deep obsession with The Last of Us and the story for a couple of weeks while the episodes were getting aired. And I just wanted to go into the game, and the town of Jackson is obviously, it kind of has like a western vibe to it. So I was walking about, obviously I buy games to walk about them and see like, what can I recreate in Planet Coaster 2? So that's essentially what I did. I opened up the game and I walked around and I seen this building, which is really a prevalent building. And I thought that looks so easy to build. So I took a couple of screen grabs, and then just went into Planet Coaster and started building it. So it's a really basic building, but there we go. It's now in our Wild West Park here, and the coaster, as you can see, is in the background there. I'll give you a little bit of insight into the coaster. As you guys may know, I am not a very I keep saying this, I'm not a very good coaster builder. I am a good coaster builder. I have to stop saying that. I think it's just because I don't know the mechanics of coasters very well. So it took me about 10 times to build the actual coaster itself. And it actually runs quite smooth, to be honest. I have this kind of obsession with making things perfect. But as we finish up this station here, I will actually take you on a little bit of a tour of the coaster. I won't do the POV until the end, so you can just kind of understand the track layout and kind of like what it looks like. So yeah, let's have a look at that. So here is everything situated just now. The roller coaster's in, you can see it's going up the lift there, and there's loads of rocks around here. But as I said, this took me about 10 attempts to actually build this roller coaster, and it's quite a big coaster, and I wanted it to kind of like be encased into this mountain. It does mean that I'm going to have to put loads of rocks because I can't just, recolor the terrain to make it look like it's in this big western rocky area. So yeah, that's essentially what I'm going to do. But I just wanted to give you a bit of an overview and also have a look at the stats here. So you can see everything is all green, and that's something that I'm very, very proud of. So the excitement, fear and nausea are all green. It took me absolutely forever to get that correct. But I just wanted to make sure like everyone could enjoy it. And I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to roller coaster building. So yeah, this is the only one that is all green, but I'm actually really proud that it's all green because it did take a lot of attempts. So yeah, basically all I have to do now is cover this whole entire thing up. You can see the two coasters are running side by side. It does actually sit a little bit outside of the park boundary, so kind of where the train goes, it will kind of jut out a little bit. But I think this bit over here actually maybe does the same. So yeah, it's kind of within the 50-50 square, but also I like it, so all I have to do is go ahead. Oh, also back here, this is my many attempts. I was going to have the coaster going underneath the ground, so this is why it looks like an absolute hot mess. But I just wanted to show you that off because building coasters is hard, and there's loads of just random bits around my park. But yeah, we're going to clean this up and tidy up, and at the end, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is me ripping out this building here. So this was supposed to be designed for like the gift shop, because I wanted to do an exit for the gift shop. I had this absolutely blank until we got update 6, when we could add in all the gift shop items. So what I thought I would do is I just extend the pathway here, and then I thought it'd be a lot easier for me to build the actual gift shop, put all the items in there, and then go back and add in the roof. So I've just moved that out to the side. So yeah, here I'm just covering up the little ramp here where the exit part happens. So there's 2 options when you come off of the coaster, and I wanted to have it that when you come down this ramp, there's this big massive open door that you can't just go out, but it's trying to entice people to come into the gift shop and have a look at the photos and all that stuff. Or it actually links up to going back onto the coaster if you wanted to ride it again. So yeah, here I am just putting in all the little gift shop items. I love this idea of when you're at the checkout, they tend to do this. They try to like upsell certain items. So I wanted to make sure that we could try and upsell some things. This is me just trying to figure out the colours and the layout of it. Just really testing how things look. And then this is basically just trying to cover up the in-game colours that we have. So really wanted it to stay kind of the Western vibe. So we're just using these crates, and then I'm just trying to cover things up with this big massive plank here. Just trying to colour match it as well. I love colour matching things. I really do. It's probably the most saddest thing ever, but you see when you get a colour that's just like looks seamlessly, it's pretty cool. I'm such a geek. Yeah, so just trying to line this all up, and then we're just going to decorate it as well. I had to kind of overlap some of these crates as well, and we're just putting in the window just now. So you would have seen me putting the photo area is to the left hand side, and then to buy the souvenirs is on to the right. We're just covering this all up. So the exterior is going to be brick, but the interior is going to have a little bit more colour to it. So I went with this kind of green colour, which I quite like. There's parts of this that you can see that the actual item there for the merchandise is just going to stay brown. And yeah, I thought it'd be really cool if we could put shelves in here. So this was a bit of an experiment for me. I wanted to see if this was possible, if you could kind of like line these up and put the merchandise on it. What I didn't expect was that if the guests do go at the back here, which they don't actually do that, and what I've found is they kind of don't come to the back here, is that they do float up. And I didn't realise that until someone actually commented on one of my videos for the tutorial of it. They said, your guests will float. And I was like, will they? I've only seen them do it twice. So a little bit later on, you'll see that I put balloons onto the top of the counter as well. In fact, there we go. That's the balloons there. They do float up to that as well. It's a little bit annoying, but also I'm okay with that, because I can just take the in-game ones out and then put the individual souvenir ones down. So here I am just again trying to like make this more of a prominent feature. Quite a lot of places do this. I did have some reference images for like Universal Studios and that, but I didn't want to like make it like what they have. I mean, merchandise, there is an art to it, I would say. You know, the whole reason is to entice people to buy it. I didn't want to go like that much detail on my first one. So we're kind of just using what we've got here. And I'm quite happy with just the way that the in-game stuff gets put down. So there we go, it's all filled in. And then we went away and put some lights in as well, just to highlight the merchandise. And then I'm just filling in the rest of the actual flooring here. It is a little bit too heavy on the green, I would say. I do like it for my first attempt of making a gift shop, but I've seen some absolute fantastic gift shops. I especially watched Geekism's video, how he created 3 different gift shops and what you can do with it, and it's incredible what you can do with the pieces. So I'm quite happy with the way that this has turned out for this park. There's plenty of opportunities to make things all bells and whistles, but I'm just quite happy that if I can even finish this park, to be honest. If I can get to episode 12, that's a massive win for me. So yeah, putting in some more merchandise here. I like the idea of these balloons being on the top. Again, the guests will probably float up to them. We can switch that out at a later date, but for now, I'm kind of okay with it. It doesn't actually, bug me or anything. Then we're just putting in some glass here, some glass windows, just because even though there is a massive window at the back and there's a couple of windows at the front, I just felt like it'd be quite nice to kind of open it up, because the natural light in Planet Coaster is so beautiful, and I just wanted to kind of showcase that. So now we're just finishing off the exterior of the building, and then this is the ramp that goes down when you come off of the ride itself. Kind of like the idea of it's got this like really nice grip on it. I also watched this TikTok video of someone who was in a wheelchair, and she went to Alton Towers and she went away and tested how many rides that she could get on. And the majority of them was, yes, you can get onto it, but you have to go to the exit to then get onto the ride. Which I thought, well, maybe that's like a lot easier. So I kind of hope that we can like have accessibility more in the future for this game. But for just now, I wanted to make sure that there was loads of grip on this, because if we're trying to get a wheelchair up and down there. So yeah, now I'm just putting in the on-ride photo. Great feature, absolutely love this. I fiddled about with this camera way too much. I wanted to make sure that it was absolutely perfect, because the position of this has to work for rides 1 and 2. So yeah, I like this idea of when you come off of the coaster, there you can see your pictures up there, which kind of entices you to then go and buy it. And then we're just going to wait and add in all the little extra details from the front here. So yeah, it's 4 gifts. It is what it is on the tin. It is pretty basic. We're putting in our little guy back in here as well, and the roof. And then for this one, I actually guys put in some more detail. Check me out. I actually thought I would add in some like air vents and stuff, which is something I've never done before in this park. In fact, I don't think I've done it ever. Add in like details for aircon and all the ducts and stuff like that. So yeah, I was quite proud that I remembered to add that in. I might actually go back and do that with the rest of the buildings. But yeah, it just, that little bit of like little realism does look pretty cool. And we're just tidying off the rest of the building here. So yeah, I will hop into first person view and we'll have a little bit of a tour in more detail. So stick around for that. And you'll probably actually see some other things that I've been building, because I've been building quite a lot. So there we go. Here is our gift shop. And yeah, let's hop into first person camera. Okay, so here we are at the front of the park, kind of. Oh, someone's got sunburn. And yeah, here is where the roller coaster is going to come down. And here is the queue. Now, the queue line for this isn't finished, I will say, so prepare yourself as we go in here. I do have to cover this up. Let me just put on the light for a moment. So yeah, I'm going to be using this kind of railing that's going to go around here. We've also got King Coaster in here. The idea is, the story is that King Coaster's trying to find gold, although he is golden. So I kind of like the idea of having these like mine carts, and there's going to be like little bits of gold everywhere. Also, as you can see, I need to like cover all this stuff up as well. But I don't mind you guys seeing the rough cut stuff. So yeah, this is your ordinary queue here, and then over here there is the fast pass one. Again, need to kind of tidy that up. So we'll just go around here. So there should be a sign that says the name of the roller coaster, and then I'll probably put a sign up here that says I don't know, what do you call it? Like standard pass? It sounds a bit priority pass will be this one. So this is how you get into here. And then also you can decide to go into the gift shop if you want from here. Or you can come around this side. So this is our building here. I just called it photos and gifts. Pretty basic. It does what it says on the tin. Also I wanted to put in like a little gulpy stand there as well. And then these should have balloons on them, but as I say, the guests float up, so I'll have to pop that in as well. So yeah, when you come off of the actual ride here, you can see that there is your photos on display, so you can see them as soon as you come off. I've just noticed that I probably have to go around here and change that as well because it is exposed brick. I love going into first person view. It's like, it's then you see like all of the things that you need to fix, like all of the dodgy bits that you just need to go back and tidy up. But I'm okay with that. This one here was my tutorial and I've not moved it. So that's that. And then this is the gift shop itself. And like I say, quite happy with it. There's a couple of things that I have changed. I was kind of experimenting with the gift shop items and having a little bit more or like at least make it like a little bit more custom. Let me just take my light off actually. What I have discovered is the key rings only come as King Coaster. You don't get Queen Splash or Gulpy as a single item, which I think is a bit of a weird thing to do, to not include them as single items. Thought I would change the bit at the back here, so this is custom now, so they won't float up. But yeah, I thought it would be quite nice to have like a King Coaster display on one side, because we've got like King Coaster here, and then we've got Queen Splash on the other side. But yeah, I thought it was a bit strange that we couldn't have the Queen Splash key rings, because I would have preferred to like change that out to Queen Splash. And also I was kind of hoping that we could recolor the mugs, but you can't do that either. But yeah, just like little details like that. And then over here we've got the photo opportunity as well. So yeah, if we just go outside, you will see a bunch of stuff that I have been working on for next episodes. I won't show that off just yet, but that is the outside. And then if you come along here, I thought I would put in a little staff area, just because the staff are obviously needing their breaks. So this is just like a little staff room. And there's a little light. I thought this is kind of like I know it's for queuing, but I thought it'd be kind of nice for, you know, like a fire safety, so like they know that they have to go that way to queue up if the fire is happening. And then we've got like a little aircon there as well. I didn't know that these rotate, but then I don't know if that's new or if I've just not noticed it. Right, so I'm going to now take you out and we are going to ride the roller coaster. I just want to give you a little bit of an overview of the amount of rocks that has taken me to build this actual the outside of this. It was a lot of rocks. So yeah, it was a long time coming. I could have just used the rock brush, but anyway, we'll jump onto this one here because it's just about to go up. So yeah, that is our coaster there. There is some light theming around here. I think that I still need to come in here and like finish off the rock work. Basically, all of this part here that I just want to cover up in rock, so the whole thing is the kind of the same. It just gets a little bit tedious putting down rocks all the time. So that is what I have been up to lately. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, remember to give me a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Until then, take care.